So I'm back here in Twisted, and this risk that I have here is probably more insane than one I've had since, like, early May, which was, like, 2-3 months ago now. So basically, this has, like, okay, so this risk is the most insane one I've seen in a very long time. We have max temperature, max dew point, low humidity, which is very good, and then we have 9.1 lapse rates, which is absolutely absurd, and then 5200 cape, which is the highest cape I think I've ever seen in-game at, like... So, this is going to be a very absurd day of chasing, and I already do know that the storms are going to be moving southbound, I believe, and I already have played a day on this server. Actually, it was in the video that would have been, I think, yesterday. So, here, I'll show you that proof of that. There's been past tornado tracks here and stuff, so there's that proof. And then, there's gonna be the, obviously, hopefully multiple mile-wide tornadoes here today. So I've decided to relocate myself to West Viroqua instead of being in Starbuck because, well, since the server is southbound, this area of Viroqua has a decent chance of getting hit, and, well, obviously there's no storms yet, so I wanted something to do to pass the time a little bit, so I'm just gonna pull off to the side of the road and then watch the radar for a little bit. And there we go, we have a storm firing up over there with a extremely explosive top, I guess. It's, that's a very big brainstorm there, I guess. And, obviously it's gonna be quite small on the radar still. And, oh wow, it's all the way up by Waukesha, so it's raining in Hazelton now, and I see literally any of these cities in the south here being a target. It being Wanaska, Helma, West Viroqua, even all the way up at Hiram, and obviously Mizpah and Starbuck, and all of those cities. So, obviously there's gonna be a hook somewhere in this area somewhere, because the hook is always gonna be on the southwest side of the storm, no matter what. And yeah, there we go. We have a little bit of a hook there over somewhere in between Funkley and Hibbing, and then there's gonna be a mesocyclone in there obviously at one point as well, and I see this storm going red extremely soon as well. So yeah, there we go. Now we got a hail core and stuff, and now there is a huge target on the back of Wanaska, so I want to head over there. So obviously I didn't keep it in factor that Hibbing could get hit as well, because this storm, for all I know, could be moving perfectly due south. And there's the mesocyclone popping up there. It could be moving this way, due east, due south. It could be moving anywhere in this, like, 90 degrees from south to east. So, like, we need to definitely watch out for that. And, okay, it's moving due south, so Hibbing has a target. And, oh, wow, that's a really rare meso shape. I didn't even realize that was there. Okay, that's really cool, actually. So there's already a very wide mesocyclone and rain wrap there, so that is a great sign for a potential wider tornado or even a wedge. And it's not even technically yet a funnel, but that storm right over there is, I believe, right over Hibbing, so that's never a great sign. And I want to get off at this next exit over by Starbuck, because this is a storm system with, yeah, it's just a very unstable storm system, and there could be, not obviously there's going to be a tornado because of that, but there could be very wide tornadoes and very damaging tornadoes, so we're definitely going to need to see something here. I really hope it doesn't touch down, and okay, it's definitely touched down in Hibbing, so that is unfortunate there, I guess, but we need to get back into the Starbuck Mizpah area, because that's the biggest threat right now. Like, even potentially Starbuck might get hit with the way that this is going, so definitely want to get into that direction. So it definitely went through Hibbing, but I doubt that there's any damage at all because this is still only a green TVS. Like, on a building that is not so well built, yellow TVS would barely do anything, so yeah, I'd say Hibbing is most likely fine. And it's now a yellow TVS, still headed due south, surprisingly. I think it would have moved to the east a little bit, but that is a very wide mesocyclone still. And the tornado under it is also widening very rapidly. It is extremely questionable how that is a yellow TVS when it looks like that and doing that damage to trees. But yeah, it says orange TVS now, but I'd say by the time it updates, it's probably gonna be red. And we are now under the storm and almost the mesocyclone, so that tornado is insane, though. Like, that is rotating so fast. I don't understand how that's considered like a red, or not a red TVS yet, even. So I'd say right here is probably good enough spot for intercept. It did shift to go slightly more east, by the way. But yeah, that could definitely become a wedge easily. But yeah, it's only orange TVS still somehow. You would expect it to be a lot higher wind speeds when it looks like that and it's doing that to trees. So I still don't understand how it's not even a red TVS yet. But if this gets any closer, I'm probably gonna start to deploy. And it's now a red TVS. However, I still have a good 3,000 feet until the tornado gets to me. Okay, yeah, I'm getting screen shake, so I'm gonna click deploy now here, and hopefully I get it in time. Oh gosh, I might have timed this horrible. I definitely timed this horribly. Oh gosh, hopefully this is done by the time it reaches 135. Never mind, I think we're safe probably. Oh yeah, we're definitely safe, okay. Alright, come on, get into the ground, spikes. Alright, we're safe. And I'd say any minute now we'd probably also be locked in. And there's another storm system up here, actually, and this is now actually a pink TVS. We're not exactly locked in just yet, but we will be in 2 mile-an-hour wind speeds higher. And there we go, yeah, we're locked in, so do have to stay here. And I didn't actually get in the tornado exactly, although it says the TVS is right on me. But wow, that is an extremely wide and extremely powerful tornado, and we have wind speeds of 145. Wow, yeah, this is an extremely powerful and dangerous tornado. If this shifted to hit anything, it would definitely cause at least EF4 damage. Okay, so I'm technically no longer logged in, but you saw what happened a couple videos ago. It said like 130 flat instead of 135, and I hit undeploy and it fought me. So I'm gonna wait until this like gray like fog and rain stuff goes away. Okay, there, I think it's safe to undeploy now. And this has a mesocyclone up here near Funkley. And, I want to see what that looks like. Okay, that's a wedge now. That is insanely wide. I need to back up to see that a little bit better. That is absolutely insane. That's probably a mile wide. I need to get back to this road to go north anyway, so I'm just gonna do that. And there's surprisingly not very much ground scarring, but that is a strong tornado there. Like, That is absolutely insane. I'm still getting screen shake way back here. I'm glad I intercepted it when it did, because any other time I've intercepted, that would have not gone as well. You can't even really see that anymore. I was gonna try to take a screenshot of it, but yeah, you're just blinded by the rain and stuff around it, and I'm gonna need to get west then, I guess. And oh yeah, that's definitely a mile-wide wedge over there. That is crazy. That is absolutely insane how wide that is. And it's going off the map, sadly, so I won't even be able to correctly see the past tornado track of it then, really. Which is a little bit upsetting, but not really at the same time. But I do want to see if there was any ground scarring here. That over there looked absolutely insane. That is potentially one of the widest tornadoes I've ever seen in Twisted. And it turns out there actually is ground scarring here. I'm just absolutely blind. But, yeah, that over there is ridiculous. Oh, okay, so I now can actually see the tornado. That is ridiculous! Oh my goodness. That is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in Twisted. I wish it was, like, still on the map, actually. Because that is insane. And then there's that over there. Oh, that's Skinny with a low mesocyclone, so there's not really too much to see over there. But that is absolutely insane. Like, that is definitely going to be, like, on the, like... Sure, when it went down here, it was, like, it looked like it was just barely anything, but it's probably gonna be, like, that wide or something on the past track. So I didn't even realize it, but this tornado over here is now a pink TBS. I swear it was, like, orange 2 seconds ago, but, I guess not, so... I'm gonna head over here. I might get lifted by this, but who knows. I somehow just managed to drift a TIV2. That is not what I tried to do, but it's what happened. So, I'm gonna go over here to try to get in the path of this, possibly. And yeah, there's no way I'm gonna be able to intercept that, but I don't know. This is probably the closest I'm gonna be able to actually get to it. Oh, never mind. It has, like, nothing for outer wind field. And now finally getting screen shake. This is nothing. Oh, never mind, it shifted toward me. I gotta back up. Ah. Get out of here. I don't want to intercept this tornado. It's following me. Stop following me. You're a tornado, not a killer. Anything. There's actually potentially another storm going to go through here. Yes. Hopefully the hook's on the map, though. That is pretty far over. Oh my goodness, that is a speed demon of a tornado right there. That is going quickly. And there's actually a mesocyclone, a new mesocyclone here. And, oh, I didn't even realize that tornado there ripped up this farm. Here, so... Oh, never mind, it barely even did that much damage. There's still standing walls on the barn. I cannot tell the direction that this mesocyclone is moving though, so... due south, okay. So since that is headed due south, I'm actually gonna head south as well, because... I want to intercept it when it's a little bit stronger and not just... barely touch down, if that makes any sense. So I'm not even sure how that works, but I don't know if this is a debris ball or not, but if this is the debris ball, that would be absolutely ridiculous. Because, this barely even has a ground circulation yet on it. And oh no, I didn't even realize that this over here is now ripping up Mizpah. So, I gotta go back to Mizpah in that case. Didn't exactly plan that out. To intercept this when it finally drops a tornado, I'm gonna have to do that inside Mizpah as well. And okay, that's interesting. It has a yellow TVS and it's not touched down yet. And I didn't even realize it, but it looks like that one might have wedged out as well. So, still a yellow TVS, still nothing on the ground over here. It's quite surprising. It's not something you see often, and oh yeah, there's definitely pretty bad damage over here. Oh yeah, you can see the ground scarring even. This is a strong tornado, definitely. And of course that shifted to go due south again, so I'm gonna have to inspect this and turn around. Alright, I gotta be quick with this. Okay, I see these were upper bound homes with just a few walls left, so I'd say you have 3 to 4 damage. Yeah. Okay, yeah, the tornado didn't even directly impact anything, so I'd call that EF, I guess, 2? Nah, no, it's gotta be bigger than EF2. I'd say EF3. And this is still pink and going strong. That first one hasn't even died yet. I'd assume it's probably close to, though. Alright, I'm gonna hop onto the dirt road and go further south because I'm too close to get intercepted that way. And the Div 2 actually goes pretty decently fast on dirt roads, so that's nice. Oh, this is already pink. So let's just hope it doesn't shift and hit anything. And I don't see any other storm systems on the map. And I actually, somehow the risk hasn't started to die down a little bit yet. Alright, as far as I can see, this is still going due south. I'm gonna deploy here. It's a gamble for sure, but I might have to do it. It's still going due south as far as I can see on the radar. And yeah, it's starting to give me screen shake. I definitely shifted. Okay, that's annoying. But yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't said it shifted on the radar. Definitely shifted to go a little bit towards the southeast area. Oh yeah, that's definitely shifted. Why does it not say that on the radar? Okay, it says the TVS is on me, and yeah, it definitely shifted. Okay, that's better. At least the radar is reading it correctly now, so that kind of sucked, but hey. I mean, what do you expect? There's no Doppler. Okay, I think I'm safe to get out of here now. I'm gonna want to go to northeast a little bit. I'd see a new storm popping up somewhere in this area soon. And oh yeah, the risk has definitely started to die a lot, so there's also that much. Wait, did I? Oh, I passed the turn. Oops. Alright, this is not dying. That first tornado is still on the ground, by the way. Like, however many years away it is now. Like, it's still on the ground and potentially still strong. Just watch it. Probably like setting a twisted record off the map or something stupid like that. I would assume it'd be dying soon, though. Okay, the ground scarring here was actually insanely bad. It, like, completely ripped up every single bit of grass there was. That first tornado has been on the ground for an in-game 12 hours now, so I'm surprised it's not lifted. Oh, there it goes. Okay, yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous. Like, you know it's gonna be obviously a lot wider than this in other places, but yeah. I'd say over here, yeah, 1.4 mile wide total infield. I'd bet over here it's probably like that wide or something like that with that growth pattern. Yeah. Something like that would make a lot of sense. Only if this was like actually still on the map when it did stuff. And yeah, the other tornado's still on the ground that hit Mizpah. So yeah, there's absolutely nothing on the map. That's a little bit unfortunate. Deploy this. There. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I'm actually in the path of it currently. I went right down this way and did that. Oh yeah, that definitely touched down actually touched on before Hibbing, but obviously it wasn't green and yellow TVS, so I don't know anything too much. So I want a new storm to form so I can see what stuff is going to be like for the next chasing day, because I'm probably going to do that too, because it's going for 104 Fahrenheit, 100 max, 85 dew point, 56 humidity, 9 cape, and then 4100 or 4100 cape and 9 lapse rates. I don't know why I said 9 cape. 9, just imagine 9 cape. That would be absolutely horrible. The tornado would literally be skinnier than a stop sign. Alright, the third tornado appeared on the past tracks. Oh! I didn't realize that. So, it did touch down, and then this is where it was a yellow TVS and not touched because it had the most massive recycling gap. And oh, this is actually not the one that hit Mizpah. The one that hit Mizpah's still on the ground, surprisingly. If anything else pops up, it's actually gonna be like absolute garbage. So I'm just gonna sit around and wait for the track to pop up. So actually, this is gonna be the end of the video, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. And well, yeah, that'll do it. Goodbye.